Let's return to Fresno County, where deputies are racing to save a 16-year-old girl who got pinned between the fast-moving water and a fallen tree while rafting with her family. They try to get close enough to grab her, but are unsuccessful. The young woman's family is on the riverbank during all of this, watching helplessly. What's called a cinch collar to try and rescue her. They're trying to position themselves just off to her side to be able to lower the cinch collar right to her. Got her. They're now lifting the victim to the bank where she's reunited with her family. Thanks to these two Fresno County deputies, a potentially deadly situation had a happy ending. Joining me now are Deputies Johnny Reyes and Mike Sill. Johnny, pleasure. Mike, man, thank you so much for being here. So, Johnny, tell me, how exactly did the girl end up getting pinned out there, stuck like that?
So they were rafting. They all had their inner tubes, and they fell in the water, and there was a tree that was fallen across the river, and it turns into a strainer. So you can think of like a pasta strainer. Pasta goes in, the water goes through, the pasta stays there. Force of the water coming, I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of pounds. It's almost impossible to get out.
And the location that we were going to was, although known area, but not an exact location where this girl was. So we had to get up there and begin a search initially, and then basically picking up a part of the river that we knew she wasn't going to be in and working our way up until we found her. I think she was in the water at least 30 minutes, if not longer. She was to the point right then and there that she didn't know if she could hold on any longer. Her body was completely numb from the water, probably right around 50-something degrees.
Wow, cold.
Very cold water. And basically, she's probably screaming for help. Dad's sitting no more than 30 feet from her, but there's not a thing he can do for her.
Worst feeling as a parent. I mean, just for anybody, but let alone your child out there like that.
So we're coming in right here in that tree. The tail rotor's coming in, and there's a branch coming right towards it. So I basically tell them, like, all right, this isn't going to work. Let's try the other side.
And then you can see we come in from this side, and we got another branch, and he's just saying, no, up, let's get out of here and go set up for a cinch rescue. And that's where you see us land off the side there and deploy the cinch collar, which is a rope with a kind of a floating collapsible ring on it, if you will. And somebody can put it around them, and when the line gets tight, it cinches around their body, hence cinch collar, and you can't get out of that thing once you're in it. Yeah, it's just a quick flight back over, and from there, it's all Johnny on the outside.
Yeah, the whole time I'm harnessed up, strapped to the helicopter, standing on the skid, and then just start directing Mike. When we actually did get ready for the cinch collar and we came in, we lowered it down to her, and she was not wanting to put that cinch collar on. And then Mike, so I told Mike, hey, get on the PA, like, let her know, like, what to do.
Put it around your whole body! Put it around your whole body!
Later, we find out she was afraid to put it on because she thought her leg was basically pinned in, and once we pulled her out, her leg was going to get ripped off.
Wow.
So she was scared.
She was
terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can see we had to pull her forward a little bit, not just straight up, to get her out from underneath the log. And then again, it was just you see how docile that river looks. I mean, people think of raging rivers. It really isn't. And that's the inviting thing to people, and they don't understand it. That's 6,000 to 7,000 cubic feet of water moving per second.
Right.
You're not going to get away from that.
Right. It's great to capture a bad guy, but something like this is more rewarding.
The rewarding part of our job, and we're very fortunate to experience it, is to actually save somebody's life. We were fortunate to meet her later on at a ceremony.
What was the ceremony about?
We got a life-saving award.
Good for you guys, man.
yeah.
And as you should have.
Yeah,
I mean, so
it is very appreciative to go and get a little bit of recognition.
Yeah.
We don't do it for anything other than the fist bump at the end.
Yeah,
Right.
You get that fist bump at the end, and
Yeah.
that's what it's all worth.
Well, Johnny and Mike, man, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to be
appreciate
here with us today. Great job that day. That's it for this episode of PD Cam. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.